I Can't Make This Up is a live show where people from different backgrounds come together to share true stories that have happened in their life. Welcome to another episode of I Can't Make This Up, the show about bringing people together from different backgrounds through true stories. I'm your host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. Be special if they're taking the time out of their day to be on an episode of I Can't Make This Up. So guest, if you would, please introduce yourself.
What's going on, AJ Dunk, all caps? So happy to be on this episode on IG Live. I'm a avid listener and a former guest on the podcast. My name is CJ. I'm calling this episode Family Ties.
I am checking in from Jersey City. Where are you checking in from, sir?
I am checking in from Somerset County, Basking Ridge.
Wait a minute. We're not just gonna ignore it like that's like nothing happened.
Oh wait, are costume changes not allowed on this show?
So what is this? A change every segment that happens?
Well, you know what's funny? You know, I know this is I can't make this up. My father, who I'm sure I see in the comments here, is he has this thing that he does. So it's almost like an homage I'm paying to him.
If you click that button live and you're like, I don't know what this is and I can't get it out of it, I'm going to explain to you what is about to happen. My guest, CJ here, like all my guests, come on to I Can't Make This Up to share a true story that has happened in their life. But if he's telling this story and you have a question, there's a button down there that looks just like this. You press that button and you submit your question. So if you want to say, hey, CJ, why do you have 300 hats, but you only have one shirt? You press that button down there and you submit your question. Do you pinky promise that this story is true?
Yes, every story that I hit you with is true. Pinky promise. Lock it up. Oh, you got it. There you go. You got to lock it up. Good.
Now, sir, if you would, please share this story.
You know, anybody who knows my father, he's a man that wears many hats. Every superhero has a chink in their armor. And my dad's chink in the armor, my dad's kryptonite is just being on time. My dad just has a mentality, hey, when I get there, I get there. And I've been listening to the Kevin Hart book, The Decision, and he has a chapter that talks about people that don't respect time. I don't have time for. And so I'm listening to this. I'm like, man, I just wish this guy dedicated this chapter to my father. So I've come up with a formula that breaks down how I'm going to get my father to the location I need him at the right time. Say the party starts at 2. I say it starts at 12. We're going to golf at 4:30. I tell him we're golfing at 4. It really depends on what it is. They were celebrating my birthday, and my parents gave me money to take a couple of my friends to the movie theater. We were going to go see one movie, but we decided to go see Def Jam's How to Be a Player. We pulled the old, here's the money for the PG show in Theater 4, and then beeline it because we knew what time the How to Be a Player was for the same time. I tell my dad, the movie ends at this time. Please make sure that we're here. Now, this is like a strip mall. The movie's over, you walk out, and you're on the curb waiting to get picked up. The movie ends at 3. I could have sworn that I told him at least 4 or 5 times to be there at 2:30. We get out. It's 15 minutes. So it's probably like 99-ish. And so we don't have phones where you can call your parents right there. We have phone cards, like the AT&T cards. You can do a collect call if you can find a pay booth, all that. It's 30 minutes. All right. Hour and a half. At this point, I'm about to call a missing persons report on myself, just so the authorities can find out where my father is and be like, you left your damn child here on his birthday gift, which is taking his friends to the movies. When he came up, he was like, oh, I thought you told me to be here at 4:30, not 2:30. I said, what were we going to watch? Roots? Fast forward. I went on a trip with my friends again. My parents were supposed to pick us up from the airport. Let me tell you, AJ, it was not the case. We get into Philly. I say to my mom, Mom, where are you? We're at the terminal ready for pickup. Oh, your father said that we didn't have to come get you. There's a train station. You could take the train station to Trenton and we'll pick you up there. And I said, wait, what? AJ, we get to the train station and they're not even there to pick me up. My buddy's wife had to come pick us up. So I'm on a plane. I take a train to where I'm going, and I got to take a goddamn automobile all the way back home. It was the longest travel day of my life. And I was I thought I was tight at the movie. Yo, somebody put 100 emoji on me. And I've been living with the culprit, the president of lateness my entire life. Love him to death. When my dad is there, he's there. No matter what, he's there for me. Same as my mom. But damn, man, I'm not with that. I'm not with the Hendrix way when it comes to being late everywhere.
You want the good news or the bad news first?
Always give me the bad news.
When it comes with these questions. It didn't matter what you were going to say. I was going to say the same answer no matter what. Now,
there you go.
When I did my live show of I Can't Make This Up, and I had your father as a guest to be on my show, he was there before the show started, the time that I asked him to be there. So
that's what we call an anomaly. You should have taken that moment, put it in a glass bottle, and saved it for a day when you really needed it. They were coming to my brand new house last weekend. I said, oh, my daughter, she wakes up at 2:30. Yeah, come through. Come for 2:30. At 4 o'clock, 2:30 to 4 o'clock, I take our cousin to the train station. You knew we were coming to my house for 2 weeks. The life and the family that I have been born into, I would not take it back for the world. It just adds to stories like this. It adds to moments that we can laugh about it.
I have some questions for things that you said during your story.
Yes. I have to put my thinking cap on.
Yeah, because you're going to want to think about these. In the comments, I saw from your father, he said, I hate myself. Your father commented and said, he never had a dependable car. ...
Hey, to his credit, that's a fact.
He said that you were 1 week late at birth. So you can't put everything on him, sir.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You're right.
Once you took that airplane to Philadelphia, you took that train down, and then you took that car ride home, what was he doing when you actually saw him?
I almost knew you were going to ask that question. I walk in the house, and this man has the audacity to walk out from his bedroom in a blue velvet robe, and the people who know my father knows it, a wife beater on and his boxer underwear, and says, how was the trip? What? Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. How was the trip? How about, like, my bad? I should have picked you up. I'm sorry. You know, anything.
He said, I'll never be late again.
Yo, somebody screenshot that. Please tell me somebody screenshot that comment. I'm doing it right now.
Do you ever ask your parents to babysit? If so, please be late getting your kid.
I only ask my mother to watch my kids. Next question.
Who will you ask to pick you up next time?
You know what? I would say my sister. My sister's pretty reliable, but as of late, she's just proven more to be my father's daughter. But with that said, I would say my mom. My mom usually is pretty good with being on time.
He said, how do I redeem myself?
How do I redeem myself? I believe I just took a snapshot of it. Don't ever be late again. In life.
I need to know how many more segments I gotta do to keep up with these outfit changes, sir.
Listen, I don't want to take my shirt off. I'd say my dad body is on a whole nother level during this quarantine. I'm just eating and drinking the entire time. So I'm not taking any shirts off. Sorry, Instagram.
Are your parents on time for your kids?
My kids literally sat on the front steps of my new house for an hour being like, when are Memmy and Poppy getting here? When are Memmy and Poppy getting here? And I said, kids, I don't know. This is my life. I feel like my kids are their only way to redeem themselves. Hey, we fucked up, but now we can make it up with your kids. Great question.
Ever on time for your sports games?
Great question. Great question. Although my dad would move at his own pace with so many things, when it came to like responsibility for other kids besides his own, he would be there on time.
Is this how old you are when you realized the new cheat code? Hello? You say it's a sporting event.
Oh no, listen. I've invited my father to we've gone to Giants games with my parents and said we're going to be in the parking lot at 8 a.m. for a 1 o'clock game. Come, we're going to hang out. They show up an hour before the game starts and they're like, why are you guys breaking everything down? We just got here. Because we've been drinking for 4 hours. It's time to go into the game.
Tell him that he's going to decide the sporting event. Be like, hey, Pop, I know somebody and they're going to have you on
AJ,
the They're going to be able to put flags.
I already lie about the time he has to be there. I don't want to lie about the in particulars. You need help with anything, he will give you the shirt off his back. He will do all that. He's a solid dude. He's solid dude. But yes, by the time you have the shirt, you're already burnt. All right? But the gesture will be there.
Before we get out of here.
Oh, we got to go?
Instagram has us on a limit, my dude. And
I got you.
I have other things that I have to do as well. Would you like to let the people know how you would like to be remembered?
You know, I just want my kids to be proud of their father. That's all. That's all I really want in anything in life. Not to be anything else.
You'll be able to show this to them and be like, see, look, I've always been like this. Poppy has always been like that.
I've got plenty more. These are my hat racks. I had to share. Forget that hat. See the bucket? The flight bucket hat?
My dude, that's not a hat. That's a condom.
Listen, look, it's even got the adjuster string in the back.
Oof, you should have been late on that one. You should have taken that gene from your dad and been late on that hat. Are there any last words that you would like to leave us with?
Just that I'm so proud of you, AJ Dunk.
Hold on.
I saw that. Oh, like that's rap, bro. Saved by the Bell.
That takes it.
So look at that. Unbelievable. My last words would be how proud I am of you, AJ Dunk. I remember seeing you doing stand-up at like dive like motel and hotel bars in Philly, and you were like grinding. I'm doing a t-shirt line, Illspire with you. You are there. You are present. You grind. You see the long game. You see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I love how fast you're chasing it. This platform is just a springboard to get you where you're gonna be doing so many phenomenal things. Keep doing what you're doing because you're bringing a lot of smiles to a lot of people, and you're doing it the right way.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Here's one.
He's gone. Look at that. See, last words. That's what you got to do. Give me all caps in the comments if you think this story is true. If you don't think this story is true, give me a justice for Poppy. What we have learned today is that not all genes get passed on. We got one justice for Poppy. Oh, two justice for Poppies. I think Poppy's early. I think Poppy be out there. He just be in the wrong place looking for Poppy like, hey. I think it's on him. I'm your host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. From there, you have my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. So go there, follow, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you know this friend. Again, my name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Don't forget, Laughter's always in style. And let them know, man.